And that leads me to something that I want to talk about on a positive level. I'll bring up the last article in a second, too.
Yeah, go for it.
But first, I want to talk about this. A lot of the most positive changes actually can start at the community level. It's no secret that a lot of the communities that Teal and I deal with, one of the biggest ones is the RPG Maker community. And the RPG Maker community actually has a really good track record of treating people equal based on their skill, not based on their gender, sex, identification, etc. And I mean, yeah, there's problems. There's problems everywhere. You'd be an idiot not to think that any group of people doesn't have some kind of issue. But overall, it's really positive. The RPG Maker community specifically is one that I personally have always felt is extremely inclusive. We have people who are male, female, binary, non-binary, people who from all walks of life. And part of that may be the anonymity, where, you know, instead of being a person, we're a handle. Maybe that helps. Maybe that doesn't help. But it can start on the community level. And if your communities are very positive, very inclusive, you know, if a community hires someone for a project based off of their ability, then that's better than what's happening in an actual studio. So I would really like to see these companies, these studios, from the small ones to the big AAA ones, taking a hint from these communities, not just the RPG Maker community, but any community that has a very positive overall culture of inclusiveness.
Hey, Seaboth, welcome.
Yeah, good to see you, Seaboth.
And, you know, along with that, you know, communities that are supportive of one another.
Right.
And it's like a cascade effect when you start having more and more communities that are supportive. The less supportive ones get pushed.
Kind of get pushed away.
They kind of get pushed, you know, to the side.
Let me go ahead and pull this one up.
Yeah. You know, look at that. Can the gaming industry catch up? Well, of course they can.
Because
that's the short answer.
Pause that.
Yeah.
Because here we go. Female gamers are on the rise. That is an axiom. That is just the way it is.
Yes, it is.
More girls, more females are not only playing video games, but are pushing themselves out there as streamers, game reviewers, game journalists, etc.
Professional players. Like in the esports games.
Yes. And here's the thing. If the players are on the rise, if the communities are on the rise, this industry has got to catch up.
Yes, they do.
Otherwise, it will become antiquated. Otherwise, the industry will be the one who has fallen behind, not the player base. And this is a very good article. This is one of the ones written by Forbes, which I love reading stuff on Forbes.
Yeah, Forbes.
I mean, it just shows these statistics. We can get into the minutia. I'll leave the link in the description on the VOD. But this is really good because the more females, the more girls, women play video games out there where the world can't ignore them, the more that the communities around them support them, the more the industry is going to feel pressured. And that's the thing, is you want to pressure the industry. You want to pressure every industry where women are marginalized, where non-binaries, etc. are marginalized. You want to pressure them by having the consumers be inclusive, because then they're going to have to be, or they're going to lose profit, and that's all about profit.
And I was going to say that you took the words right out of my mouth, Steele. No, you're fine. You're fine. Coming from a business management perspective, it boggles my mind that companies are profit driven.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all about the money.
Why are they dragging their feet on providing more diversity in games? Because, come on, that's a demographic right there. That is a quote-unquote untapped demographic. Yeah. You know, more people buying your games means more sales. So let's, you know, don't just market to your traditional markets, but start making games for everybody so you can rake in the big bucks, you know?
Yeah, don't be worried about a vocal minority. Vocal minorities have an inordinate amount of power in a lot of different communities and industries, and they shouldn't. It shouldn't be the people who are the loudest. It should be the people who are the most. And, you know, the more you include,
to me, it makes it's just common sense. If I'm a big studio, I want to make money, so I'm going to make as many different types of games as I can to pull in all the different consumers who are going to spend their money on my game.
Here we go.
Not the competition's game, but my game. And there it is, product perspective.
This one right here, when I read this article, this spelled out the whole problem to me in one paragraph. Thank you, Forbes.
Yeah.
Female character representation in video games is lacking, with only 5% of video games showcasing female protagonists. Various studies reveals that gender stereotypes continue to prevail in video games, with female characters often being objectified and hypersexualized.
Yep.
And when not depicted in this manner, female characters are often portrayed as a love interest, innocent, or needing to be rescued by a male character. Why are we still in the early 90s with Link rescuing Zelda?
I have no idea. You know, and honestly, you want to talk about being able to maximize your profits, that's not what people want.
Yeah,
You've got more and more of a demographic who has real buying power, who has influence in others' buying power.
Yeah.
And you're not marketing to them?
So not good.
Dumb.
Yeah. I want to play a game where Zelda rescues Link with not being the Wand of Gamalion or whatever that terrible CDI game was. We don't talk about that one.
No, we don't talk about that one. No.
But,
no.
yeah, I mean, why? Why would you not? The amount of people who would play it. So, you know, it's an issue. But it's an issue that can be fixed. And we can fix it. We can. The consumer can fix it.
Yeah. So, anyway, that is pretty much our topic on that. It is a hot topic.
It is indeed. Right
now. And I encourage everybody to keep an eye on the various lawsuits. And as I said, it's not just Activision Blizzard. They're getting almost pressed right now, but it wasn't that long ago when it was Ubisoft.
Oh yeah, Ubisoft has committed a ton of sins.
And there are other studios, AAA and otherwise, who have come under similar fire.
Yep.
And just to wind this all up, CNN calling it a watershed moment, it's absolutely true, and this is exactly where we want to be.
Yeah.
We want to be right here at the apex of change so that in the future we all can enjoy games that represent us. Absolutely,
Teal. Absolutely. You guys are very good at this, by the way. Y'all have been very, very well behaved. I don't want to say that y'all wouldn't be behaved. Y'all have been high level of contribution.
Absolutely. And
I'm trying to do 3 things at once.
You're trying to do 3 things at once. As you're pulling up the next topic, I just want to say, you're welcome, Moogle. Yes. A lot of you guys out there, you have people in your families, your wife, your sister, your daughter, your aunt, who works in tech or works in gaming or works in STEM, and you see firsthand what they face. Yeah.
We can, if I may, we can all do our part here. The first thing is in our communities, call it out if you see it. Don't let anybody get away with it.
Yeah.
The second is be encouraging, and this is probably even more important. Be encouraging. Let the people who are marginalized, who are often at a disadvantage, give them a chance.
Yeah.
Show them that you believe in them. It starts with one person and it cascades. And as long as we continue this, we got a shot.
We'll be all right.
Yeah.